Welcome to the GREENSMEs podcast, where we will explore how small and medium-sized enterprise can move towards more sustainable and green transition. I'm Ilina from NCDIEL, partner of the GREENSMEs project, and today I'm joined by Professor Dr. Ilina Taneva-Veselska, who is the director of the Institute for Research in Environmental Engineering and Energy, and also Anna Tomic, senior researcher here at the Institute. In this episode, we will talk about support for the green transition and why is it so important for the SMEs, and we will also discuss some of the challenges and opportunities that they have for green transition. And this podcast is produced by the Green SMEs project, which is supported by the European Union through the IPA Adrian program. Thank you for joining me today.
So it's a pleasure.
Yes, we will start about the green transition. So when we talk about the green transition, it can be quite promising, but also some companies may face challenges through implementing. So in your experience, what are the main challenges that you have identified that SMEs face?
Okay, it's an important topic, and we are working in this field in the last decade, and I can say from the experience that we have and extensive research that we did, not only in Macedonia but also Europe-wise, is that challenges are there present for each type of organization. I would like first to emphasize that. I know at the moment we would like to focus specifically to SMEs, but the green transition as such, actually it is a challenge and an opportunity as well for any type of organization, also for the public organizations, for NGOs, for the universities, educational institutions. But coming back to SMEs, so what we identified as something that we would like to highlight first would be breaking down the existing strategies, policies, different type of laws that we have related to green, digital as well, they're connected. And what is expected from the SMEs, it's something that is not so straightforward. So from the systemic level, the strategic documents, the laws and the policies, breaking them down and making them understandable, practically oriented for the SMEs is something I think that we can all work jointly to make things better. So using the language of a manager who has daily operations and daily existence, survival sometimes mode that they have, and really breaking it down for them to understand why this is needed and how themselves as an SME what will be their role, their position, and from here understanding and making strategic visionary decisions, and based on that afterwards of course supporting this with operational tools, management aspects, financial also incentives, etc. So I would see this as a logical step going through this process in really tackling the challenges that they have.
So more institutional approach, so the whole institution.
More holistic, I would say, but again coming to very practical, very operational. So for instance, we have different type of programs that we've developed, right? And it's one thing to understand them on theoretical level, to understand them as concepts, but then breaking them down to what this means for a concrete company with 10 employees working in the textile industry, for instance, or in the construction. So really being practical and realistic. And of course the topic of skills, of knowledge, of different competencies that are needed, it's something that we are addressing and supporting them. How to address also these challenges would be to see themselves as a part of the bigger network and where they can actually find support with organizations and projects like we both have.
Okay, so you touched upon how your institute supports them, but can you explain it a little bit more? What approaches have you proven most useful for their support in the green transition?
I would like to start with our biggest project, the Catalyst project, that we are currently working on. There we have developed a very comprehensive program containing 70 courses that actually tackle sustainability issues. And what is unique about this program is that it approaches sustainability from a place of systematic level organizational level and personal level. Because during the research that we did, we understood that sustainability is a systematic topic that requires system change. However, the change starts from a personal level, and this is why it's very important first the individuals to acquire these skills, then to be able to go step ahead, require competencies to apply them on organizational level, make organizational change, and then we can also talk about the systemic level that needs to support this transition. And in frame of this project, we created not only this educational rich program, but also resources and services that support the courses. Because the courses are offered online, and it's very practical to go and listen to wherever you can, from whichever device you want. However, sometimes in real life, you need something more. You need maybe to consult with an expert, or you need some template to use to actually calculate something in your organization. So in frame of these resources, we actually offer these aspects to individuals and organizations to use and to implement them in real life. And all of these activities are actually supported by the Catalyst Network, which is a network of organizations and individuals that are interested into exploring this topic and doing more into this topic.
Okay, so now that you've said this, can you share some concrete examples of some company that have used your approaches? Yes, because it's always nice to hear some real life examples.
Yeah, so what Anna mentioned now in the frame of the Catalyst initiative that we actually invite, we have 5 European countries that we have involved. So besides our country, we also have Greece, Portugal, Austria and Germany as countries.
International support.
But as a parallel activity, because we're doing things not only project-based, but as an institute, as a research institute, established by a company, by the way, establishing networks and hubs where this mentorship, networking, and matchmaking is something that we provide. So just as an example relevant for this region, and we have the Western Balkans Circular Economy Hub that we're managing, and we've included with the support of the Chambers of Commerce from each of the countries, where besides providing knowledge hub, like expertise and new understanding of the topics, we work really hard on capacity building and on networking. And an example that we have in both cases is the business pilot projects or business innovative projects, I can say, where actually what we offer to SMEs is the opportunity on a problem-based, something that they have as a certain need, to be framed as educational and innovation project, and working jointly with organizations, in this case providing education, young students, and together with the company, with the professionals, dealing specifically with the problem. So in this case, what is very helpful is that they're getting support from somebody else in deep understanding what their needs exactly, and tailoring this to these needs actually. So this is something that we would like to invite other companies to explore. We call them business pilot projects, business innovative projects, and we would like to have more of this, to encourage more companies, more SMEs to actually ask us and get this support, because in this way, not only that they will get new knowledge, but actually understand and work on tailor-made project on their own needs and problems, and that brings the best results in a longer term. And the initiative of the Western Balkans Circular Economy Hub is open. They can join as individuals or as companies, and there are other activities that we also offer. I think when you share now the podcast, we can also share this by links as information as well.
Thank you. I think this will be very useful for the companies.
Great.
And to conclude, just shortly, I would like your advice. What would you recommend is the most important thing for the companies that are starting in their green transition journey? Just some key indicators and key factors that you think are the most important.
I would say work on the narrative,
Mm-hmm.
work on their company narrative, reconsider their design, redesign their business model. So that will be the first strategic decision, and together with the core team to see, okay, what is their message that they have and what is the purpose of the organization.
Mm-hmm.
And with this, position themselves as a change agent, as an actor who is contributing and working in this
I really like the change
green
agent
and
part.
business
Yes.
transformation. Yes.
Yes. Thank you both
Thank you.
for joining us today. So we can conclude that while it is clear that green transition can have some challenges, also it creates very many opportunities for SMEs to be more competitive and to bring more green and sustainable practices to their businesses. Thank you both for sharing your valuable experience, and for our listeners, if you want to learn more about the Green SMEs project and its activities, you can follow our project website and social media channels.